For Red Sox loyalists, the first sign that the end was at hand for the 86-year march through the barren desert of defeat was almost imperceptible. The Red Sox stood on the brink of being swept by the dreaded New York Yankees in the 2004 American League Championship Series. Then, in the ninth inning, a stolen base by a utility player who would not have even one at-bat during the postseason is what lit the fire. That theft led to a game-tying single. Several innings later, an extra-inning home run won the game. It was the hit that launched the legend of Big Papi. The next night, there was another extra-inning nail-biter, won by a David Ortiz hit. Then came the heroic Bloody Sock game, followed by a blowout that left the Yankees for dead, at least for that year. The World Series was a joyous victory parade to the Promised Land. The Old Town team ascended to Nirvana again in 2007, and most improbably in 2013. Red Sox Nation rediscovered something it hadn't known for more than 8 decades. Winning is a good thing. The Beards of Summer, 2013. In 2012, the Red Sox wound up in last place. They stunk, but they got themselves back in the race. In 2013, they hit and they threw and they slid. They won the World Series. That's what those guys did. They hustled, they bustled, they played hard, they gave. In fact, they did everything except shave. In the springtime, whenever someone hit a double, you'd notice it on his face with some stubble. When spring turned to summer, they started a buzz. The more times they won, the more fuzz there was. The season wore on, the pace became brisker. They kept winning games, sometimes by a whisker. By the time it was over, this sounds kind of weird, just about every guy had a beard. So now we can say how they got all those wins. They won by the hair on their chinny chins. Robert Stole That Base, 2004. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Beantown Nine that night. Down 3-0, ninth inning, end in sight. So on that stricken multitude, ignominy beckoned. Then pinch runner Roberts made a dash for second. The catcher came up throwing. Jeter raced to take the ball. Roberts dove. The play was close. Safe was the umpire's call. What happened next will be retold for years in baseball lore, for that theft sparked a comeback unheard of before. Miller singled Roberts home, and several innings later, Big Papi put the game away with a home run tater. The Sox went on to win Game 5, Game 6, and then Game 7. The Yanks were dead, the Cards got swept, and hello, baseball heaven. There was cheering, there was singing, and heroes filled the place. But it never would have happened had not Roberts stole that base. The Red Sox Razzle-Dazzle, 2004. We gave him the old razzle-dazzle. We razzle-dazzled him. We started out by sweeping Anaheim, then it was on to crush the Yankees' time. Gave him a full 3-game head start, then we clobbered him. How could they win with A-Rod's girly slap? The Empire choked, and it was shocking, with Damon's hair and Schilling's stocking. We razzle-dazzled him, and now we're on the map. We gave him the old razzle-dazzle. We razzle-dazzled him. We finished up against St. Louis. 4 games later, they was singing the blues. Gave 'em the old 8-game win streak, stunned and staggered 'em, and that World Series flag is now unfurled. Red Sox Nation is all in clover, and here is why. The curse is over. We razzle-dazzled 'em. Now we're champs of the world.